Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. I've got Rue by my side. We were trying to get YouTube started here, and YouTube's done something with their setup, and the screen was dark. And so I couldn't tell if you were going to be able to see me or not. With that said, you haven't seen Rue for the last few weeks. And that's because when baby Hannah cries, and baby Hannah turns 7 weeks on Friday night, how does it get any better than this? When baby Hannah cries, then Rue starts crowing to alert us that baby Hannah is crying. Interesting thing about Rue's crowing is he's very much a protector, so he'll crow to make sure she's safe. But once he starts, he has a hard time winding down. And so in order to keep him calm and so that we're not having the Rue show, so to speak, we've had him take a nap during our YouTube lives. But he was circling back and forth here before tonight's event, going, Daddy, are you going to put out my perch? Daddy, am I going to be able to hang out? Daddy, am I going to be able to see or energetically feel people? So he's here with us. He's going to go back by his seat in a minute. And I cannot promise he'll stay all evening, but we'll see what we can do. I really want to get into tonight's topic, which is receiving gifts from the universe. With that said, before I do that, I think I'll share while Rue is here in my arms. Until yesterday, I thought I was going to have, people are saying, Rue, you're lip syncing. It means, yum, 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 feed me. Until yesterday, I thought I was going to be here this evening saying, I'm sorry, this stuff works. It really does. But it doesn't always have the outcome we're looking for. And I would be sharing about my emotional state, my beliefs, without having the outcome that I desired. So that's not the case. But I want to share with you so much tonight about our beliefs, about receiving, about being open, and about understanding that even if the desired outcome does not come about, it doesn't mean you're off track. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not exactly where you're supposed to be. So with that said, I will tell you more about that in a few minutes. And what I'm going to do is teach by example. I love doing that. But tonight I'm really going to teach by example of how you guys have been following. We ended up, won't go into the whole saga, but basically we have a lease at a beautiful Dream Lake home that expires in 2 or 3 days that got us up here near where we thought we were going to be delivering. We lost a twin in utero, long story, and we ended up having a rental on top of a rental. It's a whole beautiful story, but it means that we're out of our home in 2 to 3 days. And we've been looking for a place to live, the right place. I'll put right in quotes, the energetic match, and haven't been able to find one. And so what I'm going to do tonight is I want to share how we went through that, because it's almost as if, it's very interesting. It's almost as if we're that in that 40 years in the desert, and you may be there too, and you're wondering, when do I get out of the desert? When do things change for me? I'm praying, I'm doing my law of attraction, and we're going to talk tonight about going beyond the law of attraction. I'm no longer of a law of attraction guy. Nothing wrong with it, but that's just not my game. But we're going to look at my story and what happened, what transpired, and why we got where we're at right now. With that said, just a little bit on baby Hannah, because part of the reason that we weren't able to move is baby Hannah had heart surgery when she was born, because her heart had to beat for 2 twins, got super strong, so strong that one of the valves wasn't working properly. So she had a balloon catheter procedure when she was born. And we found out last week she may need another one. And but we knew there was a chance, which is why we're not moving yet. And the great news is we found out this Friday. So 3 days ago, which is again why we haven't moved yet, because we don't have the information, because we don't want to move far from the hospital, because then you have to get treatment somewhere else. We found out for this month, woohoo, we'll take it. For this month, she doesn't need heart surgery. We thought very likely she did. So your prayers are welcome. Our prayers we get to do even more of. Our healing work we get to do even more of. But no matter what, she's doing great, and she's going to only do better and better and better, truly. How does it get any better than this? All right, Rue, let me put you up here for a minute because you're getting a little nervous. Do you need food? I think you need food. You're such a good boy. Okay, I'm going to put you up here, and you're going to throw a bunch of seeds because, well, it's late at night, and that's what you're going to do. Safe. Whew. And I didn't even realize I've got my mic over here. You're going to be able to hear me much, much better now. How's that? I'm operating between you and me. I'm operating on. She's going, I believe it's about an hour and a half. Baby Hannah's going about an hour and a half between feedings now, which means I'm operating somewhere between little and no sleep. No complaints at all. But that combined with the fact that we're moving in 2 days, actually we start moving things over tomorrow, means that I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed right now, as like, remember to bring your microphone over, things of that sort. Important stuff, got it covered. All right. Let's talk turkey. Let's talk tofu. Yesterday morning, I woke up and we had been looking and looking for a house without forcing it. That's the interesting thing. So we wanted to stay on the lake here, or at least be somewhere near nature where we can get out and walk and hike. In fact, what I was getting out of my automatic writing is you need to be place with trails in your backyard, which isn't being on the water, even though I really want to be on the water. We also wanted to be very close to Jessica's parents. They say it takes a village to raise a child. And in this case, wow, yes, wow, yes. So we wanted to stay close to Jessica's family. Because we started looking so late in the game, because we didn't know, can we move? Do we have to stay? How close to the hospital in Philly do we need to be? Where do we need to be? Because of that, no place has appeared. And we would check Airbnb, we would check Zillow, we would check VRBO, we would check all of these different things, and nothing appeared. We went and looked at a place earlier this week, which I want to choose a place, and I recommend this for you. Choose everything based on energy. How does it make you feel? We went in a place earlier this week that, boom, brought my energy down through the floor. Now, I can meter, or I can hold my energy well, no matter where I'm at. But it's hard at times, and it has long-term ramifications if you're holding your energy up and your environment is bringing you down. It didn't feel right at all. No place else has appeared. So I woke up yesterday morning, and don't worry, this has to do with beliefs. This has to do with receiving gifts. It will make a lot of sense here shortly. I woke up yesterday morning and I did my meditation, did my automatic writing, and Jessica came down with the baby. And I said, I'm sorry, Pookie. I'm sorry. I may have goofed, meaning why didn't I look sooner? Why didn't I open up the parameters? We haven't found our home yet. You imagine telling that? You got a 7-week-old. You've got a mom who has a mama bear who has no sleep at all. I'm sorry. We may have no place to live. Not meaning we're going to be homeless, meaning I can't find the place where we're supposed to be. That's a key, supposed to be. See, we're talking about beliefs. We're talking about getting in alignment with the universe, and where is the universe trying to position you? So I told her we could be in a bit of trouble, but I know something will work out. It wasn't the time to panic. I didn't panic. I didn't freak out. And I didn't push. I didn't go, well, let's double down and looking and let's find a place, even if it's terrible. We're going to make this work. Trying to make things work jams gears against the universe. Trying. Now, I'm not saying not working hard at something, but saying, I've got to make this work. That's kind of the antithesis of what I want to teach you. Because what I want to teach you is how we can sew together with the fabric of the universe, come together with the universe, rather than fight and force against the universe. Because you can fight and force. So we found many places. Heck, we found a place on an island yesterday, in the middle of this lake, or 2 days ago. And we went to visit it 2 nights ago or something like that. And as we're driving there, the realtor calls and say, I'm sorry, cats not allowed. Heartbreak, turn around. We could always go, well, what if we pay more money and we promise the cats won't do anything and we're willing to put an extra deposit and we're, that's coming from an energy of desperation. That's fighting against the universe. I don't ever want you to fight against the universe. I don't ever want you to push. I'm going to push to. Well, it's funny. Your butt's on camera only. I don't ever want you to push against the universe. That's not how the universe works. The universe works out of pure love. Oh, on that note, I've got the most amazing interview tomorrow night. I've had over 2,000 shows, almost 2,000 interviews. I have Neil Donald Walsh, Conversations with God. We're talking about tomorrow night how our conceptions and ideas about God are all wrong. And that if we get that, it changes everything. It is my single most favorite interview of ever. Now, Neil, I've got to be honest, full disclosure, last week with Matt Kahn, very unusual as well, who was my favorite of ever for a very short-lived period of time before Neil Donald Walsh knocked it out. Usually I get a favorite every year or two, and they were back to back. But Neil, tomorrow, you got to check it out. With that said, so we're talking about God, source, universe, coming from a place of pure love and feeling into things. We can't fight. Why? The most important thing to understand, we're going to talk a little bit fortune cookies here tonight. The thing is not the thing. The thing is not the thing. What does that mean? It means that on one level, I wasn't finding the home that I wanted us to live in, wanted us to live in. On another level, I'm going around yesterday before anything happened, and I'm going, this is good stuff. In fact, it was, I think, Friday night. Thank you, Christine, for your kind donation. Christina, how does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Christina, for your kind donation. Thank you. Lots of love. I'm going around Friday night, and I said, this weekend will likely be our most stressful one ever. Now, that's saying a lot because we've lost a child. We've had 3 miscarriages and on. But there's this thing called Maslow's hierarchy that says that if you don't know where you're going to live, things feel pretty darn uncomfortable because that's your basic foundation. Unless it's not. Unless your foundation is someplace deeper. That's what I'm talking about. So I said, we're probably going to be pretty stressed out this weekend. But this is the good stuff. Not meaning I'm welcoming in the freak out. This is the good stuff. This is where we start to learn about ourselves on a deep soul level, about our strengths, about our convictions, about our weaknesses. What are the wounds that pop up during this time? What are our beliefs? When rubber meets road, who, what, where are we? So I didn't welcome this weekend. I was pretty nervous coming into it, but I knew that something amazing would come of it. The thing is not the thing. What's most important are the lessons. Truly. Even if we have no idea where we're going, if we can watch and observe ourselves, if we can get back up here and look down, that's why I teach a school of mystics. School of mystics, hear without ears, see without eyes, know without thought. You get up here like gazing through the giant eye of Horus, and you look down at your world and you start to examine and learn about yourself and learn about your world from a higher perspective. You get to watch the stress rather than be the stress. So come join us at our School of Mystics. That's what I was putting into play here, is to watch the journey, not to be the journey, to watch the emotion rather than be the emotion, to watch the destination. Where do I want to go rather than be it? Humanity has a challenge. All of us growing up in the West have this same challenge. I can put it succinctly like this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want what I want. I want what I want. I want this home. I want it to be this way. I want it to be this distance. I want it to be this, that, the other thing. But what if I want what I want is not the answer? What the angels and guides are saying is really about coming home. It's about the home that you want is not the home out here. It's the home in here. When you can come home and rest inside this home, none of the other stuff matters in the same way. Now, we're here to grow. We're here to expand. We're here to learn. But each one of these experiences, and I know you know what I'm talking about, whether it's a home, a job, a career, a relationship, money, health, all of these things are all opportunities to be rooted in our home, not this facade out here. I almost wanted to title this show Beyond the Law of Attraction, or Why Your Law of Attraction Isn't Working. The law of attraction helps you to get what you want. That's a good thing. However, just getting what you want may not be enough. Look at the Hollywood stars. Look at the rock stars. Look at how many of them end up, I want to say dead or worse, maybe, but end up in terrible shape, having everything they want. Why? Because what you want is not what you want. What you want is not, sorry, it's a fortune cookie night. What you want is not what you want. You think you want the house, the car, the girl, the guy, the whatever, the experience. Thank you, Leffy. How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Leffy. You think that's what you want. But what if there's something greater at play? What if there's a greater mechanism at play? So for ourselves, the house was a deliberate setup on many levels. So to help us, first we get into a short-term rental because a long-term rental isn't possible. We get into a beautiful place, but we're not able to stay there. We're exhausted, so we can't look for a place because we're not getting any sleep at night, but we don't know with the cardiologist where we're going to be able to go. And so we can't move. And so we have to stay here. But plus the few weeks in the hospital, plus the, it was a setup. You're being set up too. At this time, I can't think of another period in human history where we felt such ambiguity. We've felt such confusion. We felt so much like we don't know what in the world is going on. The thing is not the thing. If you get nothing more from this evening, other than I hope you feel some love. And yeah, we will do a meditation just before the end. The thing is not the thing means nothing is as it appears to be. We're 3 days out from moving. We have no idea where we're going to go. Nothing is as it appears to be. I'm already writing tonight's talk where I'm apologizing to you, going, I thought I was really good at manifesting. I thought I knew what I was doing, but we're not getting the home that we desire. Thank you, Vinny, for your kind donation. Thank you, Dooley, Vinny of the Light, I think. Thank you so, so much for your kind donation. But the thing is not the thing. Nothing is as it appears to be. One more piece of the story, then I'm going to say how it worked out. And might jump into questions a little bit early. I channeled a lot for tonight, but I don't want to overwhelm you. Yesterday, I had a brilliant swim. What do I mean by a brilliant swim? I'm exhausted lately. I'm like, I've got an exercycle thing next to me, and I'm like, because I'm getting almost no sleep. No complaints. No complaints. It is as it is. My cousin, he's a national champion. He comes out here yesterday. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? We go for a swim in the lake, and there are power boats going everywhere, and the water is bobbing up and down. I used to live in Maui, and it's like giant Pacific waves out there. You're up, you're down, you're going to breathe. There's water smashing into your face, or whatever water does, not really a smash. And I relaxed into it. I didn't try to fight the water. I wasn't going, grrr. I relaxed into it. And I just bobbed up and down in the sleep-deprived state. And I had a hoot. I had a blast. Actually went really, really fast. But I had an absolute blast. Sort of like when we play with baby Hannah, up and down and up and down and up and down. She's having so much fun. For baby Hannah going up and down and up and down. For me going up and down and up and down. It's about not efforting, not trying, not fighting, being with the bob, being with that tide, being with the I don't know, and with the unknowingness. There's a good word. The unknowingness of it all. My key belief was something incredible is going to come out of it, even if it's not the something incredible that I think is going to come out of it. Something incredible is going to come out of it, even if it's not the something incredible that I want to come out of it. What does that mean? It means I can't be attached to the outcome. As soon as I attach the outcome, my brain locks down. I go to a state of fear. Nothing good ever comes long-term out of being in a state of fear. In fact, you lock down possibility. If I went to a place of fear, I'd take that really place that didn't work for us last week, or I'd have to put us a couple hours away. Airbnb, there was nothing close. Or I'd lose some other key parameter. I need a space to be able to record, to be able to write, to be able to have Rue and baby and not crowing and crying all the time. Something would have not had to have given. I want to say given away the farm. I would have let go of a lot of what felt important out of a state of panic and fear. I couldn't do that. You can't do that. Don't let fear get the best of you. Go to a belief that this is happening for you, through you, not to you. For you, through you, not to you. If you're trying very hard and you find it's getting difficult, go throw yourself in the water. Go take a bike ride. Go take a hike. Go do anything that gets you away from it. The energy of trying hard is an energy of locking you down. It's an energy of kind of bearing down where there's no place for that energy to go. Or it's an energy of kind of gripping with your fists, going, gimme, universe. There's no room for something to come in. So you have to relax into it. So I get on the computer yesterday morning. I've apologized to the Pookie, Jessica. I call her the Pookie. I've apologized to Pookie saying, I'm sorry. I love you so much. I may not be able to find us the place that we want. I will find us a place. There is a reason for this. Something special will come out of this. This, I promise you. It's all steering. It's all guidance. It's all steering. It's all guidance. I just don't know, Pookie. But it's all here to serve us. I get online, go through the usual searches. I come across a home in a place called Effort, New York. And I had been hearing from the angels and guides, you cannot effort to find your place. This is a matter of not efforting. Remember, bobbing up and down, or baby going up and down, is not about efforting. It's about being with the water, being with the bob. So I look at this home in Effort, New York, and I go, isn't that interesting? I said, I cannot effort it. I cannot try hard. I can't work hard, try hard, drive, or strive. Jessica also, I found out later, she had just looked at the same place online as well and recognized that the efforting was a sign. The efforting was a sign for us to let go of efforting. And so that's just what I did. And now I can't tell you what happened next. I don't know how it happened. Was it a home suggested on the side? Was it a little dot on Airbnb that I clicked and just happened to be this place? I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden, I'm looking at a home for rent, and it looks like it's available for part of the time that we want. And it feels good. Actually, it feels really good. I start to feel into this place, and I'm like, wow, this feels great. Now, we've been experiencing no cats. I don't even know if we experienced no rooster, no cats, no, I don't know what, just all sorts of different strange things. Or the dates aren't open, or the this or the that. I reached out to this gentleman and said, are you available for XYZ dates? I just had a feeling because it said on Airbnb, it wasn't available until it was. 10 acres up on a pasture, overlooking mountains, beautiful space to breathe, place to swim nearby. Oh, thank you. I need my water. Nah, limiting belief. I love my water. I can go bike riding. I'm not allowed to ride by Jessica. I'm not allowed to ride in New Jersey because I got hit by an SUV last fall on her birthday. And so I'm not allowed to ride the bicycle in New Jersey. I have to go north up into New York State or other hinterlands or way out to Pennsylvania. You need down? Hold on here. Let me get you down. Here. You got it? You got it? There you go. Is a place I could ride even. Dharma, thank you so much for your kind donation. Thank you so much. And I'm glad the fire is half under control. I've had fires at my back door. Let's get it fully under control. So lots of love. And I'm sure you're taking the necessary precautions. You probably know this even better than I do. For everybody who is unfamiliar, we had a fire come to a mile from our house in Colorado 3 years ago. And then 3.5 years now. And then 2 summers ago, it came to within 4 miles of the house. Jessica was very sick with the smoke. That was it. We moved. And Astrid, thank you so much for your kind donation. How does it get any better than this? It felt right. There was no efforting, and it checked off the boxes, particularly having the trails in the backyard, a place that I can ride. Another big box, it had to be within an hour of Jessica's parents. Is it 55 minutes? How does it get any better than this? We ended up working with the owner. We're renting the place for a month to start. Might be able to extend, but it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. You know what makes it perfect? It's not at all what we expected. It's not at all what we expected. The I want what I want gets us into so much trouble. We're talking about receiving gifts here tonight, receiving gifts from the universe. I want what I want closes the flow, shuts it down cold. We get in this egoic state where we're gripping so tightly and it has to be this, that, or the other. I really wanted to be on the lake. I wanted to be swimming. I want to be paddling with a kayak. I love looking at the water. If I stay attached to that idea, what am I not opening up to? It's interesting. We got a gentleman who reached out to us today. And he goes, I think I have a way that you guys can stay on the lake. There's somebody who has an Airbnb that last week said, I don't have a way. Always watch for not signs, not symbols, not synchronicities, all important. Timing, divine timing. When you just miss something, that doesn't mean you missed it at all. And it doesn't mean you made a bad decision because we had just signed. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It's a punctuation mark to show you how special what you just did is. How brave you are, how brave you were. We are very brave, letting go of this known. This place is beautiful. To go into the unknown, which in many ways will be more beautiful. See, the journey is not about the journey. The house is not about the house. And even baby Hannah, this is crazy, is not about baby Hannah. Oh, we love her very, 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 very dearly. We'll do anything for her. But what if there's more waiting for you than meets the eye? What if there are lands to explore, new possibilities to see? What if there are new priorities, new ways of seeing the world, new ways of seeing ourselves? I got really excited, started looking into bike stuff again. So I raced bikes as a pro. I raced in Europe. I was a pretty okay cyclist. Yeah. I get to ride again. I didn't even have that on the tables. How does it get any better than this? This is all about one belief at all. So a PhD out of Stanford, Dr. Carolyn DeWick. And she talks about a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset and how much better kids are with a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset can be parents telling their child, you're really good at math, you're really good at math, you're really good at math. And the child gets really confident and thinks, I'm really good at math, I'm really good at math, I'm really good at math, which is pretty awesome. And chances are she or he will be really good at math until the day they can't solve a problem and the deck of cards, whoa, hello, light that shut off. That was interesting. The deck of cards, like the light that just shut off inexplicably. The deck of cards comes crashing down because the child has been taught a lie that you're just really good at math. And then when she or he finds out they're not that good at the moment, their entire psyche breaks. If instead they're given a growth mindset, what's a growth mindset? You may not be the best at math. You may not be the best at English. You may not be the best at anything, but you will find a way to get her done. Now that child will become a rock star, absolute rock star at whatever she or he wants to do. That's what I'm teaching you here tonight. Not specifically about growth mindset, but a mindset of possibilities. A possibility mindset is about living outside of a fixed state of it has to be this or that way. It's about linking to the greater possibilities, the greater potentials of the universe, something even greater than you ever could have imagined. So we're coming into this weekend. I'm going, Pookie, this may be the dark night of the soul. We got a baby. We got 3 kitties. We got a bird. We don't know where we're going. There's no place around. It appears there's no place to rent. We may have to be hours from here and we won't get the support and we won't get the. I didn't say any of this stuff. That's a fixed mindset. A possibility mindset says, okay, we may be entering the dark night of the soul, but don't worry, the dawn will follow, the universe will illuminate us, and something great will come out of this. Something great, no matter where you're at, something great will come out of this. We got chased out by wildfires from our dream home in Colorado. And we have a baby. And we have a birdie. And we have the kitties. And we've had some incredible adventures. And we've had some incredible tears. But you know what? The gift of the universe that we've received is just how much we've grown and been sculpted and been molded by the universe through this journey to be people so much greater than we ever thought possible. I had a goal, a real stretch goal. Thank you so much, Brenda. Oh, I love you. How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Brenda. I had a stretch goal. We had our dream board and stuff when we were in Colorado. My stretch goal was huge. I wanted to teach 1,000-person class. It's a pretty big class. I said it for years. I put it on my board. I want 1,000-person class, 1,000-person class, 1,000-person class. You know what? I let that go. I said, if that's to come about, it will come about. Chased out of Colorado, ended up here, ended up there, ended up the other place. Got a phone call a few months back from Mike Dooley. I love your automatic writing. I want to teach it to the world. You want to come along on an adventure with me? Mike Dooley of The Secret. Well, heck yeah. We put together just, I'm so biased, the coolest 21-day program. The coolest 21-day program. Between you and me, you might still be able to get in tonight. I know it closes, but you might still. Coolest 21-day program. And we offered it at a pay whatever you can afford price. I taught a class last week. I'm going to cry, over 7,000 people, probably approaching 8,000 people. I couldn't have predicted it. I couldn't have planned for it. This is not ego. This is not Michael going, hey, I'm so great. You kidding me? You're great. We're all great. But I had nothing to do with this. Okay, I laid the stones. I stepped forward. But I had to get the hell out of the way. It was none of my darn business. Damn business. Your success is none of your damn business. Your happiness is none of your damn business. Except choose what lights you up. Choose what pulls on your heart. But understand the thing is not the thing. I fought for a while to stay in Colorado. Once those fires came, it was time to go. Years ago, before we started our show, we got booted off of Maui. I fought to stay on Maui. There's a habit here you should see. The habit is I stay wherever I'm at. This time, I let go of that because I can see big picture. That when the universe chases me out, when Jessica got sick, when the fires come to our door, when this lease is up where, oh my God, why is the lease up now when we only have a 7-week-old and blah, blah, blah. It's all here for you. And it's all here for me. Stick to that belief that possibilities are not only out there, they're taking place right now. Yeah, but I have no money. There's a reason for it. In fact, we'll have Ken Honda in a few weeks to help you with that. But there's a reason for it. That doesn't mean you're bad with money. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you're worth less. Universe is setting you up. Michael, I can't find a partner. There's a reason for it. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're potentially bad at relationships. It doesn't mean any of that. There's a reason for it. Michael, I can't get my health no matter what I try. And I feel for you and I send all my love and all healing thoughts. Really. Same thing. It ain't about you. It's not even about your healing journey. It's about something so much deeper, so much more profound. The learnings, the growth, the miracles that will come out of this. Miracles, even though I'm not healthy? Yeah. Now, I'm a walking, talking miracle, and I've had my 2 near-death experiences and on and on and on. It is an absolute miracle where I'm at. So I'm not making light of that. But if I look at the periods where I was in the most pain, heck, if I look at after I got hit by the SUV this fall, I'm in an ambulance. I'm broken, pretty good, and I come to consciousness because I got knocked out and I'm immediately going, "Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides." Why? Well, first off, I get a pulse. It's pretty cool. It's my wife's birthday. She's still alive. That's pretty cool. At that point, I had twins. That's pretty cool. I knew something was coming out of it. I had a belief in possibilities. That's what I want for you. Not a belief in God, Jesus, Jehovah, the Buddha, Allah, Archangel Michael, Mother Earth, giant cheeseburger in the sky, whatever. No. I want you to understand that all the tumblers are falling into place for you. And I know your egoic mind can go, yeah, but this isn't happening. Yeah, but I just got this again. Yeah, but. I've eaten my dog food for a whole summer. I went a year and a half without heat in my house where I had opened the oven. Thankfully, I had the electricity still on and ran a fan out of the oven to try to heat up the place with the eviction notices on the door, of course. I get the yeah, buts. Yeah, but the possibilities are even greater. I like to say, and I first heard it from Dane here, so I've stolen his line. I love him very dearly. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? That means that there's always something greater in the works. How does it get any better than this? Means there's always something, always a greater possibility in the works for you. I end almost every single prayer with the same thing. And I might say, hey, I'd love the most amazing home. I let go of what I want this home to be. Usually I'll go law of attraction, put a list of things. I let go of that. I say, help bring me the most amazing home, whatever that means to you, universe, for my highest good and the highest good of all. Highest good and highest good of all, or something even better. My highest good, the highest good of all, or something even better. Now that's what I'm talking about. The or something even better gives wiggle room for us to go from, well, we might have to be there's a place down the road here. It looks like a little flea trap. Is that the right term for it? The roof is collapsing. Literally, the roof is collapsing. We could have stayed in that place because it has to be close. It has to be on the lake. It has to be this. It has to be that. Or we let go. We're going to be up on a hill, 10 acres around us, incredible views, peace, trails out the front yard, nature everywhere. Hannah needs nature. Hannah needs trails. Hannah's daddy needs nature. Hannah's daddy needs trails. Hannah's daddy needs to be able to ride. I let go of it here, but it's coming back. How does it get any better than this? On quiet roads. Because I said, for my highest good, the highest good of all, or something even better. And I stepped back from the outcome. That's what I want for you. Live in the land of possibilities even greater than anything you could ever imagine. All right, I'm going to open it up for a little bit of questions. Then we're going to go into a meditation between you and me. I am so amazed that Rue has been quiet this evening, which means even though I'm being pretty loud on the mic, it means down the hall, baby Hannah is sleeping for the first time today, which means even In my excited state, the Pookie, Jessica, is sleeping as well. Neither one of us has an insomnia problem at this point. We could sleep standing up, sideways, on our head, backwards, potentially even in water. Which might not be so ideal. But the fact that Rue is quiet means, yay, there's some good sleepage going on. Kim, why no longer believe in universe attraction? I think what you mean is, Kim, is why do I no longer believe in law of attraction? It's not that I don't believe in the law of attraction. Law of attraction works to a large extent. The trick that is, there's two challenges with law of attraction. First, which is, what if there's something greater possible for you and you're forcing your way to something smaller? And there's a term I first heard from Sister Jenna many, many years ago called Prahabdhama Karma. And Prahabdhama Karma means your path, your way, what the universe has in store for you. You can call it your soul contract. So if your soul contract is not to have money at this period of life, to make you so incredibly strong that maybe when you do get your millions, people don't steal it from you. Who knows? Your karma in that sense may dictate that you hit a wall trying to have what you want. That's where law of attraction can fall short on one side of things. If you want, I want this car, I want this house, I want this boy, I want this girl, I want this, I want, and it's not happening, it doesn't mean your law of attraction is broken. It means that there's something greater waiting for you. And that's the second part of why I don't do much law of attraction work anymore. And I can teach it like the best of them. Or something even better. What you don't hear when you watch The Secret, and I love everybody in The Secret. I've had almost everybody from the show on. Rhonda was supposed to be on. We had some scheduling snafu about a year or two ago. When the time is right, we'll have Rhonda on as well. And Mike Dooley is Mr. The Secret. But Mike Dooley knows as well as anybody, there's something beyond what your little mind wants that's most important. Law of attraction often falls short and says, I must have X, Y, or Z, not opening yourself up to a greater possibility. So we're in a time of great shift. We're in a time of humanity evolving. Very uncomfortable, feels way off, there's so many last gasps of the old guard going on. Read the news and you're going to be like, don't worry, it's last gasp of the old guard. Yeah, but what about this? And what about that? And the court and this, the blah, blah, blah. It's all gasp of the old guard. The war. And I love everybody equally. It's all gasp of the old guard. Humanity is shifting. We're going from what my little mind can conceive and want to what a greater mind can conceive and want, because I have a contract from the other side and now I'm going to get to fulfill it. Where in the past days, I needed to go to a priest or a rabbi to try to figure out why I'm here. Not the case anymore. Secondly, we're going from a me to a we. My mind may say, well, I want this house, or I want that, or I want the other. But what if there's something greater possible that will help not just me, but everybody else at the same time, or at least a few more everybody else's? The greater mind, I call it I got it as a channel teaching, the one heart mind. Om, one heart mind. That mind wants so much more for us than could meet the eye, so much more for us, for beyond ourselves, for a healing of everyone, for a healing of our planet. That's the greater law that I'm subscribing to at this time and that I would prescribe to you as well. So lots of love, Kim. And yes, you can still manifest. You can manifest to your heart's content. It's just, what's the highest level manifestation we can do now? Esmeralda, why do I always get tested all the time from the universe? I don't look at it, Esmeralda, as a pass-fail. I look at it as, what can I learn about myself from this experience? That's the difference. But I'm not getting this home. What am I doing wrong? You ain't doing anything wrong. It's sort of like you're looking for a home and the only thing that comes up is in Effort, New York. And you go, is this a test question? No, it means, wow, that's really weird. Let me feel into it. Oh, don't effort. So, what appears to be tests from the universe are the opposite. They're learnings, they're opportunities to dive in and learn about ourselves. Why learnings? That's the real reason we're here, Esmeralda. We're not here for the money, for the fame, for the partner, even for the gain, for the anything. Although it appears on the surface that way. To create an iPhone, to change the world. None of that. All cool stuff. We're here for the learnings on the journey. And when you can recognize that no matter what takes place, in fact, oftentimes during those tough tests, we're getting the greatest learnings. I'm asking the universe, I'm like, can I go there? Sure. And then they're saying, sure, go for it. So is it December 12, 22, 21? We're at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And we have a choice to lose one child, twin in utero, or potentially lose both. It was not a test of the universe. It was a what can we learn about our soul from this experience? And it really did draw us closer together, closer than ever. I'd say we are the closest we've ever been, although we're pretty sleep deprived and honestly probably a little cranky in the middle of the night, coming out of pure love, mind you. It wasn't a test. It was, wow, what are we going to learn from this magnificent, horribly, horrifically challenging period or experience? So, Esmeralda, take that belief of possibility and understand that these things are happening for you, through you, not to you. Jazzy 33. If I'm struggling with meditation, what else can I do, please? Wow, there are so many possibilities. Go for a walk in the woods, hang out by the beach, do any sort of nature bathing you can think of, paint, draw, do something that gets you out of your head, listen to beautiful music. I had a great meditation teacher a good decade or so ago now on Maui by the name of Claudio. Love him dearly. Claudio, if you're listening, I love you so much. I know he probably isn't, but I still love you. He put out, Tommy Bahama lounge chairs. And what do? We kicked back and focused on nothing. So whatever there works for you. The trick is the egoic mind is holding on too tight, Jazzy 33. So look for where it lets go. Look for where you lose track of time. That's where I want you to play. But any chance you can, see what you can do to take an extra breath, to take an extra pause. Amy and Luke Nash, love you guys. I've been getting a lot of feelings of drops of water inside and outside of the house, actually anywhere I am, and hearing my name everywhere. Ooh, how should I interpret this? Water is life. What a gift. This is a gift of life, gift of your life, gift of somebody else's life coming in, but this is a gift of life. Water is life. We lived in the desert last winter, Joshua Tree, California. Oh my God, did we want water there? This is such a beautiful, fortuitous message. It's sort of like, what's the word for it? Good Buddhist term, not fortuitous, auspicious. It's such an auspicious blessing, Amy and Luke. When we had our wedding, a beautiful shower and or rainstorm came as we were getting married. That's considered an amazing sign. That's the only way I can see this. Now, what I would do, Amy and Luke, is I wouldn't trust my opinion on it. I would ask the question before I go to sleep at night. I would ask the question before I go for walks. I would ask the question in automatic writing. Why am I hearing water? Why am I feeling water? Why does it feel like I'm getting sprayed with water at this time? And why am I hearing my name everywhere? And I would ask, Bevan, how do we handle when something good happens for us, but we don't feel worthy of it? That is such a common thing, Bevan, myself included. And it's something that we've been taught, it's bullshit, excuse me, by our society. We live in this, at least most of us live in this Judeo-Christian canon law world where it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and you better be good because there's a judgment day coming. And there's this sort of bearded white guy in the sky who created you, but he's a real SOB, and he's going to decide whether you've bowed down to him or not enough, and whether you get to live or be roasted in the fires of hell. Okay, I sound really negative, and I love everybody, and I love all religion, and I really do mean that. And I've gone to Christian school, Catholic school, Xaverian Catholic school, not an Orthodox school, Unitarian school, and Native American church, and Hebrew school, and on it goes. And all these different religions, they're all beautiful at the top, at the mystic pinnacle. The mystic pinnacle is the point of pure love, rather than the egoic mind that has mucked it up, thinking that there is this being up there that's something like us, that is a father figure that we have to please. If there is an all-knowing being, why wouldn't they be anything but pure love? If there was an all-knowing being, why would they create something that could make mistakes and then torture them? Yeah, because they have free will. What? No. But this has been indoctrinated into us, and it's really seriously indoctrinated into us. What do I mean by that? So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I love you and I love everyone just the way you are. If you don't change a thing, if you don't do a thing. If I had the money, I would give you the money so that everyone could just sit on a chair or on a couch, have food delivered to them, have daily massages, foot massages, everything taken care of, and not have to worry about anything. And I'd still love you. In other words, we are taught that if we do not do, we are not worthy. We are not deserving. That's the biggest disease and load of horse poo-poo in the world. You're deserving for existing. That was an act of love that created you. Not just an act of love by your parents, an act of love from the universe that created you. Not to torture you, not to pick on you, not to test you, not to try you, but to love you up and watch you love yourself up. So our job, plain and simple, is to love ourselves up with everything that we've got. This is a lesson of love. We've been taught just the worst. What have you done for me today, sucker? I worked years ago, coming out of college. Had I finished college? I worked for a Ford dealership for 2 months straight. Wow. First month, I became salesperson of the month. Second month, I was fired. Why? Well, at the end of the first month, I was sitting at my desk, and the boss came in and said, how many cars have you sold today? I said, none. And it's first day of the month. I just got salesman of the month. And he goes, yeah, but what have you done for me today? And what I found is that they were ripping people off, and I couldn't sell another car. And then, I wasn't going to be there any longer. But the fact is, our egoic mind has been trained by society to say, what have you done for me today? What have you done for me today, sucker? Nothing could be further from the truth. You don't owe the universe anything. You don't owe anyone anything. You could just be on the couch all day and you're still a loving, amazing, beautiful person. So when something good happens to us, we end up pulling out always for the baby and baby, keep paper towels handy. You end up pulling out the scroll and you look at it and you try to decide, have I been a good enough person today to be deserving of good things happening to me? And we've been taught, no, it's not possible. So what do? We go, I'm going to love myself up anyway. I am deserving. There was a monk we had on the show many years ago, Ajahn Brahm. And his line, I love it. It was bold. It was daring. It was brash. It was awesome. Thank you. I deserve that. Bevan, if we can practice that, we'll be crazy good. Thank you. I deserve that. Thank you. I deserve that. Instead of this false humility of, no, I'm not that good. I'm not a, thank you. I deserve that. That's where I want you to play the game, Bevan. Thank you for what's coming in. I deserve that. Take a few more questions here. And Heen, thank you so much for your kind donation. Beautiful question. What do I think of these YouTube videos with different hertzes or frequencies, like 111 for meditation? Some of them are legit. Some of them aren't. Do frequencies matter? Absolutely. What's most important, because I've listened to so many 430 seconds, or I haven't heard much 111 hertz, but 430 second is like the most common one, where I've heard these music and they've had such a negative, somber, painful note. Oh, it brought me down. So it's not about the hertz. I guess it's how much it hurts. How does it make you feel? That's all it's about. It's not about, yes, we can play with these different frequencies. And I made for Mike Dooley's program, and I made for our automatic writing program. You can get it at automaticwriting.com. I made these beautiful pieces, biased. I made these functional pieces of music, but it's all about how does it make you feel, rather than the bells and whistles and numbers behind it. How does it make your heart feel? That was our only criteria at the end of the day when looking for the home, was how does this make us feel? Is this bringing us up? Woohoo! When I found that place, I'm going to sneeze here in a second. When I found that place, I had a feeling about it because I felt it in my body. Hold on here. Excuse me. It's like a rooster thing. Excuse me. The felt knowing trumps any language, any title, any bells and whistles, any day. Speaking of a feeling sense, Mary Fryer, I love you, Mary. Oh, how come? And thank you for your donation. Thank you. How does it get any better than this? How comes it sees the universe or God? One more sniffle here. All right, I think we're good. And I know I don't have a cold. How come it seems the universe or God gets some of us to the last second before revealing the why, the way, or the why? God's having fun. We learn the most, Mary. You and I, all of us, learn the most, not when we're tested, but when we're taken to the last little bit. Because there we learn, who am I really? What am I really focused on? What am I really thinking about? What are my beliefs really? What are, how am I going to handle this? What am I going to learn from this experience? Or for ourselves, it has to be this kind of home. Well, maybe it doesn't. It has to be this other thing. Well, maybe it doesn't. It has to be, we're learning. We're learning. If we hadn't come to the last little bit, and I didn't need to come to the last little bit, and we're in this beautiful new home for a month, believe me, I'll be looking like now. I want to see how it feels to know if we want to stay in this town for a while. It's a town in it's a town in New York, a town called Goshen. And I'm like, I've heard that town before, Goshen. I'm like, it sounds biblical. And it is considered in the Bible, it's considered a town in, what is it? The cradle of the Euphrates, the river that goes through, not the Nile, but Fertile Crescent in Egypt. It's this amazing town in the Fertile Crescent in Egypt. Cool. Fertility, meaning lots of food, lots of abundance, lots of this, where the Jews waited to be set free. Well, that's kind of interesting. Before they did their exodus, before they left Egypt, they waited in the town of Goshen. Wow. So we're going to this town of Goshen before we get to move to our more permanent home. That's where we're going to be. How does it get any better than this? So I'll be looking a little bit sooner this next time, but I'm also letting go. But now universe took us to the very edge, to the very end, to learn about ourselves, to learn what's important, to learn about our faith and trust and belief, and to be able to even teach it. All of it. It was stacked in our favor. So the thing that we got to do, Mary, and probably you get to do as well, is let go of the timing. Timing is an ego's folly. Okay, they're telling me. It's an ego's folly. Timing gets us in a lot of trouble. I need it by now. Now, believe you me, Mary, I did not want to be here 4 days yesterday morning going, Bookie, I don't know where we're going. I know it's going to work out and I know it's going to be great and I have no idea where it is. But that's okay too. Next time I'll try to do things a little bit differently. We have been so sleep deprived and not knowing with doctors and cardiologists and surgeries and this and that I can say, well, we should have blah, 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 blah. No. It's all part of the path, Mary. It's all part of this cosmic setup to help us and to help us expand, to help us to grow, to help heal us as well. Last question of the evening. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. And Mary's a Mystic Circle member. There's a button. If you click the join button down below, I'd say it's everyday videos. Right now, it's every 3 or 4 days behind the scenes videos, sharing goodness, sharing all of the inner workings going on here of how we're navigating this. I'm Michael. I'm not some guru, white robe. Oh, I walk on water. No, Michael, going through this, just like you're going through this. Maybe I've learned a little bit more on the path, but I want to share that with you. And so we do that in the Mystic Circle as a here's what we're going through, as that join button down below. So love you, Mary. Love you, love you, love you. And thank you for all your kind words. And Alicia just joined the Mystic Circle. How does it get any better than this? Okay, let's go to Stardust as the last question, I believe, of the evening. And then we'll do a brief meditation. And then I want to get to my baby and I want to get to my wife. And there's a rule, and I'm sure you know this already. If the baby sleeps, you sleep. Meaning, the minute the baby goes to sleep, you need to be asleep. So really, if I want any sleep tonight, it should be the minute I get done with this, because that may be the only sleep I get. And it's interesting. I love and I laugh, but when I wake up, which means I slept a little bit in the middle of the night to go warm up milk, I'm not even in my body yet. Twice this morning, I heated the milk up and I tested it. And I could not tell if it was hot or cold because I was not back in my body. That's how tired I was. Anyway, no complaints at all. But I will get to sleep shortly. Stardust 29. Do you think that vision boards work? Yes. Is it tougher, this shift, if you're awakened? Yes. Vision boards work. And they work great. And they do amazing things. And I had the 1,000-person class on there. And I had the mountain home on there that we ended up being. And we've actually, not with vision boards, but we had 2 dolls this year. And for baby Hannah and baby Miracle. And we called them in. We called in our twins. And we got pregnant. No IVF or anything, with twins. But Prahabdhama Karma. What are we supposed to have? We were supposed to have baby Hannah this go around. How does it get any better than this? Miracle was here to help get baby Hannah over the hump because we'd had 3 miscarriages beforehand. And then baby Miracle went back home for now. So it works, but it's all about this cosmic dance where there's so much more going on than meets the eye. There's an expression, God never gives you more than you can handle. I look at it this way. The more that you can handle, the more that you're gifted to help you learn and grow. The more that you can handle, the more that you are gifted so that you can learn and grow. So the more awakened, the more aware, the more awake that you are, the more that you're going to be handed gifts to play with. And we're not going to give you the child's play maybe of finding the home, of having the home given to you minute number 1. We're going to let you sweat it out a little bit. We're going to let you squirm and get a little bit uncomfortable. And then we'll present you with the right opportunity. So it's interesting. There are a lot of people who say, I'm close to enlightenment. I've been here so many times. I don't want to ever come back. To each their own. I look at it as older souls get challenged more to learn more and grow more. And then in my own opinion, to come back and teach more, to share that wisdom. And so when these opportunities come in, they really are gifts. I don't wish any gifts of this sort on you. I want it to be kind, gentle, easy, good. I want it to be the most loving and amazing lifetime. But it's not real. What do I mean by that? Well, souls are real. Spirits are real. You're real. I'm real. Baby Hana is real. Rue is real. Poogie is real. Mary is real. But this is a holodeck. This is a place of learning, a place of story. It's not real. We make the most of it. We are as kind and compassionate and caring and loving as we possibly can. That's what matters. Feeling state matters and matters tremendously. But it's all here as a setup, as a game or play unfolding before us so that we can learn and we can grow. So with that said, we're going to dive into a really short meditation here. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, Aya. Thank you so much. I love you, Aya. And thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. And thank you to all members of the Dream Team who are here tonight. Of course, I believe you might still be get into the 21-day program with Mike Dooley. So Aya, if you can put the link down there, if you've got that. I could be wrong, but I think you're supposed to have closed it, but I think you have through tonight. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. But definitely check out Neil Donald Walsh's show tomorrow. That is my all-time favorite show. Oh my God, was it cool. So with that said, let's dive into a meditation. I'm going to take a sip of water here, and my mind is going, what am I thinking the meditation is? And of course, what I hear the answer is, don't think. Let's let this meditation come. We'll see what it is. All right. And I believe this will be the short of short meditations so that I can be with the baby and I can be with, as the 1950 song goes, Mr. Sandman, which was my nickname growing up, Sandman, meaning sleep. Not meaning I was sleepy time, but the name of the song was Mr. Sandman. Is, I guess, a mythical creature from the past who brings sleep. How does it get any better than this? All right, let's relax. Close your eyes. Nice deep breath in through the nose, down to the belly, and out. In and out. In and out. As we continue to take deep breaths in and out. That was the sound of love that Rue just made. I want you to imagine we're in a giant circle. Everybody who's watching this video, past, future, and present, we're in a giant circle, and I want you to take the hand of the person to your right. Take the hand of the person to your left. And we breathe in together and out together. In together and out. In and out. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine at the center of this circle a fire burning. It's a violet blue flame. It's the violet blue flame of Saint Germain, which is here for healing, which is here for clarity. It's here to help heal our hearts. And what I would like you to do, if you're brave and bold enough, I don't want you to relive something. But if there's a situation, sort of like a situation that I just experienced, if there's a situation in the present or in recent times, I mean, you can go back if you want, where it just seemed things were taking much longer than expected. Things were not working out the way you hoped. Things were not going in the direction at all that you desired. I want you to take that memory and throw it into the violet blue flame of Saint Germain. And I want you to see that memory go up in smoke, preferably with some stardust speckles coming out of it. And if you had another experience that was perhaps even similar to this first experience, I want you to pull that out as well. Again, we do not need to relive these memories. Pull that out of your heart right now. Throw that, lob that, pitch that straight into the flame of Saint Germain. And watch that memory burn up in smokes and see that stardust sprinkled down on you and on everyone from it. And one more time. You have a similar memory, a similar event or circumstance that took place. I want you to yank that out of your heart, throw it at the violet blue flame of Saint Germain. Watch it ignite, burn up entirely. It's incinerated, it's eviscerated. See the sparkles of stardust come down from it. And let those three things go. And now, I want you to ask the universe one very simple question. What's the one single most amazing, positive learning or thing? The one single most amazing, positive learning or thing that came out of these experiences. Do you have that most amazing thing? If so, give thanks. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, golden retriever in the sky, whomever, whatever. Thank you for bringing me this gift. Thank you for bringing me a gift that is far greater than anything I ever could have imagined or desired. A gift that will serve me not just today, but for my entire lifetime ahead and beyond. And truly, how does it get any better than this? Remember, as you come back, and you can replay this time after time, and you can put more and more memories into that violet blue flame. The universe is here for you, supporting you, loving you, and setting you up to work for you and through you, but never, ever, 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 despite everything you've been told, to you. This is a loving universe coming out of pure love, here doing everything it can to help you learn and grow and become the most amazing spirit or soul in the entire, not just universe, known universe, in all the multi-universes and beyond. And truly, how does it get any better than this? For your highest good, for the highest good of all, or something even better. So love you guys so much. Wish you the most magical, beautiful, incredible, perfect, over the top evening ahead and day ahead. I record a live event. If there's time to get in with Mike Dooley's thing, I recorded a live event tomorrow. Then I teach our School of Mystics here on Wednesday night. So if you're a member of our School of Mystics, or if you want to, I'm sure I can put a link down on Wednesday. Do come be a mystic. You are a mystic in training. So let me show you how to do it. And then we pack things up. So the next time you'll see us after Wednesday, we'll be in our in our new abode, Temporary Digs. How does it get any better than this? It's an exciting time. Thank you for coming along on the ride with us. Love you guys so much. Thank you again, Aya and Ann and everyone, and Rue and the universe. And I heard the love bug off camera as well. All right. Good night, everybody. Keep on shining bright. Woohoo!